And good morning and welcome back. Here we are, April. It's 8:30, it's 6 degrees. It's gonna get nice though, but this is our annual Get Helen back on the bike for the first time this year bike trip. It also coincides with my birthday. Last year was the same thing, and Helen, we videoed out that started, and happy 60th, Fraser. Now clearly I'm not 60, it was a joke. But so many people were like, happy birthday, Fraser, you don't look a day over 60. No, because I'm not. But anyway, we're looking forward to get back on the bike. I've been out a couple of times this year, but as I say, this is Helen's first trip, so she's really looking forward to that. We're heading up to Skye for a night. We're going to take the long way up there, then stay the night there. Then we're taking the long way to the east coast for another night, and then we're going to take a long way back home on the Friday. So let's get on the road. Good to get go.
First 56 miles on the bike, very good. We are in our second week here in Scotland of this incredible weather where blue skies, not a cloud in the sky, I don't know where the clouds have gone. Still pretty chilly, but when the sun comes out it's lovely. So we were a wee bit 5-6 degrees this morning, heated seats on, and now the sun has come out and it is just glorious. We're here in Tyndrum at the Real Food Cafe for a good bit of bacon black pudding action to keep us going. And yeah, just a nice, I was going to say leisurely day, not that leisurely because we've got a lot of miles to do, but we're heading to Oban now, which will be really nice. Haven't been to Oban in many years. Here we are in the bonny town of Fort William. We have travelled right across Scotland today from east to west. We went on a little detour to Oban. That's where my gran used to live, so we went up to see her house and then back down again. It was lovely. and the weather has been amazing. It's so nice to be on the west coast. You get this amazing smell of seaweed. I think we hit, where did we hit? Was it Connell, Teanult? And you could just smell the seaweed and it was amazing. You just don't get that so much where we are in Perth. So nice to be coastal. Stopped at Fort William for a little fuel stop, and then we're heading up north to take, I think, the ferry over to Skye. The roads have been good today. A lot of temporary traffic lights, a bit stopping and starting. One crazy driver. But otherwise, been really good. Hit a high of 16. It's warm, it's sunny. It's April in Scotland, which is really bizarre. So we've picked a good week to go travelling. Yay us for good timing. Well done, Fraser, for being born on the 10th of April when the sun is out and it's lovely weather.
And welcome to Skye. We're in the shade here at the moment, but it is actually beautiful blue sky, not a cloud in the sky. But there's the moon up there. Super. Quite a long day today. We had a bit of a long wait for some roadworks that were going on from the ferry to mainland here. But it's okay, all part of the fun of biking, as we say. So yeah, we're just going to have a wee look around the town. We've got dinner booked in 20 minutes, because we're pretty late getting here. It's 6:40. So, we're hungry, we've had a good day, sun's out. We're all happy.
Good morning from Portree. It's about 7:30. The sun is out. It's glorious. Again, not a cloud in the sky. We've picked the best week to come away. We arrived last night after a pretty long day, but it was a smashing day on the bike. Really, really good. And we've just been enjoying quite a quiet night in Portree. Last time I was here, I think I was about 10 years old. I remember it being a lot bigger. So we just arrived yesterday and looked at the main kind of bay bit with all the beautiful coloured houses and thought, I remember this being a lot bigger. It's funny how you see things through the eyes of a child. So quite a small place to explore, but we had a little wander about. Tried to find somewhere for dinner. I've got seafood allergies, which is not great on the west coast, so we ended up having pie, chips and ice cream. Not the best of dinners. And we have a frosty bike this morning. Lots of condensation. It's very, very cold overnight, but hopefully the sun is rising now and it's all just going to be dried off by the time we come out, I hope. Or it's wet bottoms for us. Just a little fact, we arrived yesterday and Fraser says to me, hey, could you carry the tank bag in, but make sure you hold it this way up. Not like a handbag with a handle, but this way up, because precious cargo in it. And I'm thinking, what's in it? I didn't ask, because we were just too busy unpacking, so I took it in. And then just before we left for the trip, Fraser's like, no, you're gonna have to pack really light, because we don't have the panniers, we've just got the top box. So I'm thinking, oh gosh, try to cram everything in. So I left my hair straighteners. Okay, so no hair straighteners for 3 days, no way of styling my hair. But, you know, I made the sacrifice for the team. So I found out this morning, Fraser's only got the drone in the tank bag. It's taken priority over my straighteners. I had no idea.
We've stopped for a little leg stretch here in Loch Carron. We've had a terrific morning round Skye, left our wee hotel, Caledonian Hotel in Portree, and went up around a place called the Quiraing or something. Stunning road, just amazing. Mind-blowing scenery, just fantastic. Thoroughly lucky with the weather, I have to say. Be a very different story if it wasn't so nice, but wow, it's gorgeous. Lovely, cool, fresh air, but lovely in the sun. Perfect biking weather.
We've had the most amazing days biking. Amazing day, like possibly the best days biking in Scotland ever. Just the scenery is amazing. All these coastal routes, the islands, it's so rugged, it's so barren, it's just so different to what we see where we live. You kind of forget sometimes how beautiful Scotland is, and the weather's just been fab. So we came across Applecross, which was stunning as always, and then quite a few miles, quite a slow pace coming through there, and then we're a few miles away from Torridon. We're starting to get the food shakes. Hadn't had any lunch, so we found Nanny's coffee shop in this amazing little spot beside a lake. Had coffee and cake, surprise, surprise, and feeling refueled and ready to go. The coffee shop was amazing. There was these 4 ladies in the kitchen, all of whom do all the home baking. They were so friendly and good fun. It's just been great. I think we would agree up there with probably the best day biking ever. You can't beat it. I think Fraser's words were, it would be hard to better it, so. Visit Scotland if you're watching. Ambassadors.
Well, I have no words for today. It was just one of the best biking days ever. Just amazing. From start to finish, we've had some of the best roads in the world. Top class, just phenomenal. If Scotland gets the weather, it is unbeatable. And we had the weather. Just fantastic roads. Best biking day ever. And guess what? It's time for a beer.
And why is it time for beer? It's a very special kind of beer because it's a birthday beer. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Dance. Happy birthday, dear Fraser. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Thanks.
Never fails to amuse me. Just take some of the scummy stuff off. We're in Fortrose after a fantastic night, really chilled out, good fun. Fraser's birthday bash. Happy 61st, Fraser. And he's not 61, he's not. He will be one day, in the not too near distant future. So we had a really good night, great fun as always, and yeah, we're just ready to get back on the road again. Wee bit cloudy today after so many blue skies, but it's feeling quite mild. It's going to be nice, good to get on the bike. I'm going to say, life's a ride.
And we are back from 3 days away in amazing weather. Fantastic roads, absolutely the best Scotland has to offer there, just amazing. A surreal, sublime, epic 3 days. Just been brilliant. And we arrived back in Perth here, it's 20 degrees in April the 11th. It's 20 degrees, it's amazing, absolutely fantastic. Won't last. So, brilliant time. Thanks to Helen for the birthday. Thanks to Scotland for the weather. And thanks for watching.
Good morning, campers.
posh